Yeah, you already know what time it is, you understand? U.P.K, One West in the Command GEN.YAHANNA, all my brothers, we rolling through, you understand? Cause these niggas weak, these niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, watching, they all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'm in need of diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe in, won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. Delay my sword down to death sentence. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, U.P.K style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soap.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king, you understand? We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them crackers.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
we gon'
right.
eat and drink. Me and all
my
my
brother, you like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents, fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect, sacrifice whatever form, they're never over. U.P.K, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joey. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Licking from the top shelf, but I spit it with the low.
Yo, let don't make this beat
Yeah, you already know what time it is, you understand? U.P.K, One West in the Command GEN.YAHANNA, all my brothers, we rolling through, you understand? Cause these niggas weak, these niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, watching, they all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'm in need of diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe in, won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. Delay my sword down to death sentence. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, U.P.K style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soap.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king, you understand? We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them crackers.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
we gon'
right.
eat and drink. Me and all
my brother, you like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents, fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect, sacrifice whatever form they never owe me. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spit it with the load. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
All right. What's going on, Israel? What's going on, Israel? Yahawashi, Yahawashi, rock and thumb. All the brothers. Yahawashi, Yahawashi. All the sisters, man. Priest and Officer Marah. All right. Anya Kataza Yan Marah, my warka. Kaya Yawon. I'm Priest Officer Marah, man, your teacher for the day. Well, I said I'm Officer Marah. All right, your teacher for the day. If I would have said priest and officer, I would have had to say Kahana, why, Wataziyan, Marah, my warka, Kaya Hayawon. All right. Now, I'm about to come around to the screen. I want to pull this up for y'all. I want to pull something up for y'all real quick. I know y'all heard of these scriptures before, right? But we're gonna break down two very UPK scriptures, right? First one is gonna be the Lord breaking down the description of the Most High, which is Daniel 7 and 9, right? And then we're going to be breaking down the description of Yahawashi. All right. So hold on. I just want to switch and put up here in the title, right? Thing. So I'm going to put Yahawashi and the Lord's description, all right, in the title. Okay, Shalaki. So I just wanted to switch the title real quick. But yeah, I'm about to put these scriptures up on the screen, and we're gonna go through. And now I know everybody probably read Daniel 7 and 9 a million times. All right, probably read Daniel 10 and 5 a million times. All right, but we're gonna go through and we're gonna break it down and translate it into Hebrew. Yeah. It's about to get real. Right. All right. Therefore, nobody can deny. Shalom to everybody online. Shalom, sis. I see you checking in. All right. So I'm about to come around. So, and I got my book in my hand too. My preset book. But I know that we have not broken it down. All right. Now, usually we'll break it. We'll read the scriptures and everything, but we never broke down Daniel 10 and 5. All right? Trying to see, boom, there we go. Pull this chair up a little bit. All right? There we go. It's a little bit closer. Feel me? Bring this around just a little bit more. Aim it just a little bit more right there. Boom, there we go. There we go. Just like that. All right, now I got everything I wanted. Pretty much. Okay. So now let me put it on the screen. Let me stop adjusting everything. I'm trying to make it good for y'all. Good, nice and perfect for y'all to see. I'm Tawab on the water and the Gatorade. I bought the water. All right. So now, like I said before, we always go over the scripture, Daniel 10 and 5. Daniel 7 and 9, but we have never broken it down in the Hebrew. All right. Today we're gonna break it down, and damn, I look like Captain Gunn a little tiny bit. It's a lot. But today we're gonna break it down in the Hebrew. All right. So let me put it up on the board for you. So now we have the Blue Letter Bible. Actually, this is what I'll do. I'll share the screen. Boom, 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 so everybody can see it, and that way we all in this together. All right. Share the screen. Boom, 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 so everybody can see the screen and see what I'm doing. And we'll go. Here we go. How do we usually do it? Just like this, right? I think this would be good. This way right here. So we're gonna go to the we are on blueletterbible.org. All right, boom. So Daniel, we're gonna do this. Start with the Lord's description first. Daniel 7 and 9. Hold on, how did that get there? Okay. Boom. We're gonna go Daniel 7 and 9. And let's read it in the Hebrew. Bang. And I remember why it's that big now. Okay. Boom. Here we go. Bang. Let's bring it back. Scroll down. Just so y'all know this little where it says. Now it doesn't have this on the what you call it. Oh damn, y'all can't see. Let me see, why is it doing that? Oh damn, I'm on the wrong one. Salaki, y'all, please forgive me for that. All right, y'all should be in the game with us now. Boom, there y'all go. Now y'all in the game with us. All right, so now, like I was just saying, right here where it says show vowel points. Now it doesn't do this on the app on your phone. They don't have this part right here where it says show vowel points. But on a computer, like on a laptop or a computer, it does have this, which allows you to get rid of the Yiddish, because the Yiddish is just the little dots that the oppressor uses to change the pronunciation. All right, he uses these little dots to change the pronunciation. All right. Now, and these little dots, we can keep them on here. It don't mean nothing to us because we don't use them for pronunciation purposes. Like, I don't even know what half of this even means with that damn dots, but we'll just take it off, make it easier for us. We don't use those dots anyway. All right. So Daniel 7 and 9 in the Hebrew. Anybody want to take a shot at it? Go ahead, Ibad.
Do you want me to say my alphabet?
Oh, Salaki, let's do the alphabet. Let's recite the alphabet. I'll recite mine first. I'll do it on screen. Abba Gada Hawa Zakha Tayaka Lama Nasa I Patazak Rasha Fa. Ibad, you got it.
Okay. Abba Gada Hawa Zakha Tayaka Lamanasa I Patazak Rasha.
All right, Most High in Christ. So now, Ibad is going to read Daniel 7 and 9 in the Hebrew. You got it, Ibad.
Okay. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9, in Ibaria for the Hebrew. Chazah, Hawaya,
Let me come over there so I can follow along with the mouse, so everybody can see. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Chazah,
Salaki. On the wrong screen. There you go.
Chazah, Hawaya, Daya, Karasawam, Rama Yawa, the Yak, Ya,
Yahweh.
One Yun.
Depending on what it is, it could be your Wamwan or Yahweh, Yahweh Mayan. All right, go ahead. Oh, Salaki, your Wamyan. It could be that as well. Go ahead. Yathab.
Laba Washa, Katha Lad War Wa Ira Wa Ishara Ra Aisha Ka Imar.
Oh, okay. Right. This right here is Wa Sha'ir. All right.
Oh, Wa I.
Right.
Oh,
Wa Sha'ir. Ra Asha.
Ra Asha.
Go ahead.
Ka Amar.
Kai Mar. Go ahead.
Na Kwa'a. Ka Rasaya. Shaba Yab Yun
Oh, sign Christ.
Dayab Nawar Gala Gala Waya.
So Galgala wa Haya. Select. This is Galgala. Because I know there's a word that's Galgala. Galgala wa Haya.
Gala Wahaya Nawar Galak.
No war, the lock. I think this is these two are connected, right? So Gal Galah Haya, right? So now let's keep going.
Say one again.
Gal Galah, meaning Galah Haya, Gal Galah Haya. All right.
Oh, that's two connected. The la and the wa.
Right. La and wa. La and wa. Right.
Come on.
So now, all right. Now this is more than likely. Now I know Galgala. I forget what that means, but we say Kagalgala, Kakwash. In Psalms 83. So we'll just have to look it up, but we're going to do it because we're going to break all of this down. You see how right now, without going to the English, we don't really know what any of this means. You might know what Kazaa means or you know what I mean, things like that, small words. But soon, by the end of this class, we're going to know what all of this is saying in Hebrew. And I ain't talking about just now let me stop circling the mouse like that, just so I don't confuse nobody. But we're gonna know what all of this is by the end of this class. Now, this is without reading the English. Without reading the English, we can't say that what this is. But by the end of the class, we will know. We're gonna be able to break this whole entire thing down. All right, let's read the English.
Okay.
Book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I'll read. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire. That's another one that they call chariots, his wheels. Call them wheels. A wheel within a wheel. Forgot about that. I could have brought that out at camp today. So now let's break down the scripture in English, and then we'll go into the Hebrew and break it down. So when he said, go ahead, Ibot.
I have a question about the translation real quick.
Go ahead.
So when it was translated, we spoke Hebrew.
Right.
So after, who translated from the Hebrew?
You said who translated the Bible?
Like how oppressors, how were
they able to translate it from Hebrew?
Like what was the translation line? Like it was Hebrew, then what was next?
Okay, for the New Testament, right? Okay, for the Old Testament, it's just Hebrew to English.
Oh.
As far as the scholars that translated the Bible, it was just Hebrew to English, right? And I'll come around here on the screen and let me make myself bigger and the what you call it smaller for right now while I break this down. So, and I'll come over here. And I'll put the line up real quick. Actually, let me just turn the cameras a little bit this way. There we go. Try to get everything up in there. All right. So, if y'all didn't know, the Bible, when it was translated, right, it was translated from, so the Old Testament, Hebrew to English, right? I've been meaning to get with General Haas because General Haas knows the correct order from the New Testament. I think in the New Testament it was translated Greek to English to Hebrew. Wait, Greek to Hebrew to English. Damn it, always, because it goes back one. One of them goes back again, right? So I believe it was Greek to English to Hebrew back to English in the New Testament. So is it Greek? Let me see one of them. Greek to English to Hebrew, or Greek to Hebrew to English. It's something back to something. Back to English. But that was the because the New Testament is written in English, right? So I think it was Greek to English to Hebrew back to English. I think that's it right there. The New Testament was translated Greek to English to Hebrew back to English. Because we know that they spoke Hebrew. I think I just nailed it on the head. I'm not sure. Let me check with General Haas to make sure that that's correct. But I think that is the exact one for the New Testament because we spoke Hebrew, but it was written in Greek. So I think they did it from Greek and then translated the Greek to Hebrew and then translated it back to English. Greek, English. Oh, Greek to English, They translated Greek to English and then translated the English back to the Hebrew and then back to English, I think. I know General Haas knows exactly because I gotta remember being in his classes and he's saying it. But that's what I think they did from Greek to English, right? To Hebrew, and then back to English. Don't quote me on that, though. All right? Don't quote me on that because there's one that goes back. Boom, boom. So, I'm gonna stick with that one. I want to say I know one of them goes back. So it's either the Greek that comes again. So it might be Greek to English to Hebrew. Or Greek to English, right? And then to Hebrew and then back to English. You know what I mean? Or Greek to Hebrew, right? Then to English or something like that. I forget. But I know it's one that goes back. They put it back in one of the languages. But I got to ask General Haas. But that's how it was translated. So in the Old Testament, Hebrew to English. And then the New Testament, it was Greek to something. I know Hebrew was in it, so it got translated into the Hebrew, and then then to English, right? Or back to English, right? So it might have been Greek, then the Hebrew, then back to Greek, then to English. That actually might be it. That might be it, because we speak Hebrew, so they translated from Greek to Hebrew, and then they put it back in the Greek, and then translated it to English. Now, once again, don't quote me on that, but I think that one is the one right there. So, as far as the translation of the Bible, that's how I went as far as the language barrier. Straight from Hebrew, straight to English, right? But then the New Testament is written in Greek, but we spoke Hebrew. So from Greek to Hebrew, and then back to Greek, and then to English. All right, I think that's the correct one. All right. Now, with that being said, was that it on your question? Go ahead.
Regarding the translation, okay, we stopped speaking Hebrew when we got the transatlantic slave trade. I mean, after.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that.
So when did we stop completely? Was it the transatlantic slave trade after that? When we stopped speaking Hebrew as a people?
Yeah, as a people, we stopped after the transatlantic slave trade. Because King James, of course, had the Bible was out. This, if y'all don't know this online, the Bible came out 8 years before before the transatlantic slave trade. The Bible was already out and published 8 years before the transatlantic slave trade. Now, I want to say the transatlantic slave trade because, of course, I want to say that because that would sort of, people might exclude our Hispanic brothers, and they was the first ones to go on the boat. But the Bible was out 8 years before they took us from Africa and brought us over here. Because we came, so the first Southern Kingdom, meaning blacks, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, right? When they brought the Southern Kingdom over here, that was 1619. The Bible was already out and published 1611. They started working on the Bible 1608. If you ever read the 1611 Bible, they started working on the Bible, on the translation in 1608. It took 3 years to be completed and published. And the Bible was published 1611, but they started 1608 working on the actual, what we have today, the Bible, this right here. This right here in English. So this right here was started 1608. So let me bring it back. 1608 started this, right? We over here, so let's just get it. Bring a little bit of that right there. There we go. So that was started 1608. This Bible, right? That we have today in English. They started publishing it 1608. It was they started translating in 1608. It was published 1611. All right. Now, with that being said, anything else about? I am the bar. Now, let's get to it, right? So, he said he beheld till the thrones were cast down. Can you read that for me?
All
right. He said, I beheld until the thrones were cast down. What does that mean? The thrones means the rulership. The rulership. Whose rulership did Daniel see be cast down? Did Daniel see the Lord cast down? Of course, we all know it was the oppressor's rulership that Daniel saw being cast down by the Most High Power, right? With that being said, he said he beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient did sit. Who's the ancient? Who's the ancient of days? I mean, we all know it's the Most High. The Most High was the one that was here before days were created. He was the one that was here before time was created. I mean, Yahawashi and the angels were too, but the Lord is the ancient of days. Ain't nobody more ancient than the Most High, period. All right? Can you put her in the, what you call it? So now, I'm going to continue to read. So he beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So the Ancient of Days is the Most High. When the Most High sat on his throne, all right, whose garment was white as snow. The Most High had on an all-white garment, and the hairs of his head were like the pure wool. All right. So the Most High has nappy hair. God has nappy hair. It's right here. The Ancient of Days is up here. Ancient of Days did sit on his throne. The hair of his head like pure wool. That's the Most High.
Right.
God has nappy hair.
Right.
His throne was like the fiery flame. All right. God's sitting on fire. God's throne is like fire, like a flame. Because can't nobody else do that. You can have a throne of gold. You can have a throne of silver, of diamonds.
Right.
You ain't never gonna have a throne of fire.
Right.
You can make a throne of water. The hell, you gonna drown in the sea? Come on. You can make you a throne of water. People can float. That's good enough. Float on that damn fire though. See what happened to you.
Right.
Now, and his wheels, like a burning fire, as a burning fire, meaning the chariots. Remember, they call the chariots of the Lord pillar of fire, cloud, chariot, wheel within a wheel. What we call today UFOs, right? All right. Now let's get into it and break down some of this Hebrew. All right. So we got the root word chazah, right? This word right here, chazah. All right, chazah. And I need you to write down these words and what they mean. I'm gonna switch the what you call it. Now I need you to write down on a piece of paper what they mean so we can remember chazah, and then what it means. All right, because we're gonna write the whole thing out in a second. So let's take this off of the screen for now. Boom. So the first word is we still need that up there. However you want to write it, but I don't usually use the Assyrian for any damn thing. Me personally, they ain't got nothing to do with us anyway, right? Over some. There we go. Boom. All right, so we get anywhere close to that. You know what I mean? That's where the what you call it is at. So now let's get it. Let's get it. So chazah, right? Cha, za, and ha connected. Cha, za, and you have the character ha. Chazah. This is how you pronounce it. C-H-A-A-Z-A-H. Chazah. Now let's see what it means. All right. So let's go in and let's see what it means. Boom, boom, boom. Chazah. Let's click on the what you call it. I beheld, boom, 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 chazah. Click on the concordance number, H2370. Comes from the root word chaza'ah, right? The character chaz, character za, character ah, right? Comes from the root word chaza'ah, okay? Means see, saw, beheld, had, want. Beheld, to see, behold, to see, behold, to witness, to hold in a dream or a vision, to behold in a dream or a vision, customarily, seemingly passive, all right? Okay, boom, 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 all right, and we went down just a little bit, all right, and then that's the lexicon. So it means to see, to behold, to witness, to behold in a dream, and it was used as Salaki. I'm going a little bit too fast for y'all. It was used as see 17 times, saw, beheld, beheld with this other word over here, which is H 1934, and that was used 5 times like that. Had, want, or beheld. So we understand that, right? But it means to see, to behold. Right, and to see, behold, to witness, to see, to behold in a dream. That's what it means right there. So this is what it means to see, to behold, right? To witness, right? And the main one is behold in a dream, right? What did it say? Behold in a dream or a vision. So we just put in a dream right here, right? And that's what Kazah means. So if you can write that down for me, Kazah meaning behold or witness. So like my W a little weird. All right.
So all the definitions are just the main.
It's the main one. Behold in a dream or a vision. This is the vision that the Lord gave Daniel. Kazah. To behold in a vision. All right, let's keep going. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back. Let's move forward on it. All right. Bang, 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 bang. So Kazah, what was the next word? The next word was Hawayav. All right. Hawayav. Oh, this is actually, okay. There we go. Hawa. Oh, all right. And it's used. Okay. So look, remember when it said it was used 5 times with this word right here, H1934. So it's actually Chazah Hawayav. Chazah Hawayav. I keep saying Hayav, and it's Hawa. Chazah Hawayav. All right. Used together. All right. So beheld, and this is Hawa. And Hawa is used as be, was, and has 52 miscellaneous uses. All right. I be who I be, Hawa. I am that I am, right? Hawa, right? Was, and 52 miscellaneous uses. To come to pass, become, be. Come to pass, into being, arise, become, come to be, let be known, to be, right? So Hawa meaning to be, to come to pass. I beheld until, right? I beheld, to come to pass, right? So that's what it means, Hawa. So now we got to put a Hawa up there. Boom. So it was Hawa and then Yah. Hawa Yah, right? The scripture said, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, right? So all these together, so Kazah, Hawa Yah, right? I beheld. So now let me put that up here on the board. So we got Hawa. Then we got Kazah. Now we need Hawa. Right? And it's the same flow. You can keep the connectors right there. Ha. And then Wa. Lock it off. Boom. My Y be jammed up. Hawa. Alright, that's how you pronounce it. Hawa, it means to be. To be, right? To be or come to pass. We'll put that up there too. Come to pass. Put a little slash right there. To be / come to pass. Hawa, right? Chazah Hawayah. So now let's keep going. What was the next word? Oh, let's take these little dots off of here.
So
Go ahead.
the Yah. So for Hawayah, what would the Yah be?
I'm not too sure about the Yah, but it sounds like the okay, it could be a few things, right? One, Yah, I believe is feminine because remember the Lord. Well, the Lord ain't exactly speaking to us in this context, but whenever we deal with the Lord, we're always the feminine, right? So I'm not sure why they put the Yah there. If we went to the Blue Letter Bible, we probably, not the Blue Letter Bible, the Bible Hub, it'll probably give us everything that we need to know, like Yah and just different things. It'll say what it is. But the only reason I like going to the Bible Hub is because it doesn't have the King James English. And we would have to keep going back to get the King James English. You feel me? Like I would have to go back to here to grab the English and for the King James version. So it's like it's like a downside to the Blue Letter Bible, but you know what I mean, it's better to use for the actual class. Right now, as y'all know, Yah is also a connector to connect the subject to the preposition, right? But I doubt if it's that because tha isn't a word. All right, and the Yah I believe is the feminine. All right, but yeah, let's keep going. So I.
You want me to put Hawayah or Hawa?
Now, you can put up Hawa. It's just I just want you to put what each one means, meaning just the root word. All right.
Oh, okay.
And we'll go and we'll use it. Use each one. So the next word is I. Here you go. Now most of these ain't gonna be in order. Meaning, I'll give you an example. How can I do this? Because it's gonna be hard for me to give you an example right now of it because I'm gonna have to switch to a different scripture. But you'll see that sometimes the words ain't all in order because of them trying to break it down into English, so it'll be moved around. But we didn't come to that yet, so it's all good. So I is used as till 11 times, until 5, unto 4 times, ever twice, for twice, to twice, but at once, even once, hitherto, used with H3542, and that was used one time. Mastery with another word that was used one time. On, used one time, and within. Now that's what it was used as. Here's what it means. It means even to, until, up to, during, until, up to the time that, error that. All right, so even, until, or to. Right? So I'm gonna put that one up on the board as well. For I meaning until. All right, so let's erase that. Boom, boom, boom. And y'all got any questions? You can type them in. You can check YouTube just to see if we got any questions.
Okay.
Matter of fact, you can come up here and just check it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so for that I is, that Yah, I know it's feminine, right? I. It's funny, it's like I'm making a damn smiley face, but that's actually a word.
Right.
It's the word I.
Right.
All right. Now it means even to. even to, damn, I'm not, I don't want to write my little slang. How I do it. I'm just make everything regular. Sloppy.
No questions, sir.
All right, no questions. Even to, until, this is what it means, and up to the time that, all right, up to the time that Esau is to be put in chains. Water. So now, let's keep going. I beheld, so like, let me take the little dots off. I beheld, right here, Kazah Hawayah, until. I beheld till the crow, until, and then Daya, right? Let's see if we can click on it. Daya, and it takes us there. That's a lot easier than doing what we was doing. Daya, it was used as whom, that, whose, for, but, seeing, as, when. Here's what it means. Who, which, that of, which belongs to, that because. Daya, right? Daya. Right? Which, that, I beheld until the thrones were cast down. I beheld until the thrones were cast down, right? So this is which, that, and it doesn't have any miscellaneous uses. Whom, that, whose. All right? That's the word daya. So let's put that up on the board. If you could write that up on the board for me, Abad.
Okay.
Here you go, Abad. Boom, boom, boom. Daya is going up there. All right, boom, boom, boom. And as you putting that up there, boom, boom, boom. I beheld, till, Salakia, the thrones were cast down. Daya meaning which, Salakia, I didn't have it up on the screen. It was used as whom, that, whose, for, but, seeing, as, when. And then it's called, then it's used as who, which, that, and that of, or which belongs to. You can use that, which, and who, and because. What it means, that, which, who, because. Now, I know this is a little bit slower pace, but it's good to learn. Like, it's good, it's a good learning pace to where as though when we process everything at the end and speak the sentence, you'll at least know what the hell you're saying and why.
Right.
So now let's go back and let's go to the next one, to the next word.
Come.
All right. Hold on, Salaki. I'm just waiting for everything to load. Boom, take the dots off. Now let's get it. Boom, boom, boom. Right here. Kaya. So beheld, right? Beheld. And what was Hawa?
To be, come to pass.
I beheld to come to pass until whose or what or that. And now let's get this word right here. which is Karasawan. Karaswan. All right, Karasawan. Because you got Karasa is the Karasa, right? Karasa. And then you got Karasawan. Or Karasawan. So this is throne, royal chair. Karasa is royal chair, and I know that we use wan at the end sometimes to form names or, for the way we speaking. So this one is throne, right? Karasawan. Just like you got Karasa. So we're gonna go back and put up there Karasawan. Karasawan. Boom, boom, boom. Let's boom, boom, boom. It's Karasa. Meaning, oh no, Karasawan is the one that you're doing. That's Shah. Just put up Shah. Sa, right. Karasawan. Right? Karasawan. So beheld, I beheld, right? Until, or to come to pass, I beheld to come to pass till the thrones were cast down, till whose throne, hold on, y'all, it's starting to come together. I beheld to come to pass until whose throne, or that throne, right? Or that throne. In English, it says the thrones, right? So Karaswan, till whose throne, or whose thrones, right? Now, throne. Can you leave a marker up here? I'm gonna come up here and write this one. Okay. Karaswan means throne. Throne, right? I believe that's plural with the S on it, right? So, whose throne? Daya. Karasawan. Whose, or that, right? Whose or that throne. Till that throne was cast down, that thrones, or whose thrones I beheld to come to pass until those, or whose throne, or the thrones, right? All right, so now let's keep going.
Karasawan means throne.
Yep, throne, Karasawan. Karasawan. It's a good officer name too, right? Karasawan. Name for a child or a baby. Right. Oh, it's Kara. You got Quora. It's Karasawan. It's Karasawan. Karasawan. Throne. All right, or thrones in this case. Oh, Salak. Now let's move on to the next one while you fix that. All right, this is Ramayawa, right? To the throne, Ramah. See what Ramah means. I believe we did this one. It means to cast. Well, it's used as cast 10 times. It's used as impose once, and it's used as cast down 1 time. Right? To cast, to throw, to cast, to throw of tribute, meaning figuratively, to be cast, to be placed, to be set, to be cast. This one is cast. All right. So let's go over to the next word, which is, and put it up on the board, which is Hayawa, something Hayawa. Oh, Ramah Yawa. Comes from the root word Ramah, but it's Ramah Yawa. Right? Ramah Yawa. Cast. So Chazah Hawayath is I beheld, right? I beheld to come to pass. So like I beheld to come to pass until that thrones or whose thrones cast down. Damn, or whose thrones were cast down. Until that thrones or that throne or I beheld to come to pass until Daya was that whose and because, right? Well, now we know Kaya is because and for, but Daya is used the same way. Whose thrones cast down or were cast down. So, like, you can put cast. I'll put cast up there. I bought it. I'll do it if you gotta be, if you gotta write it if you want. So this one is cast or cast down. All right, cast or cast down. I beheld until the thrones were cast down. Right. So I beheld to come to pass until whose thrones were cast down, or until that throne was cast down. Until the throne was cast down, right? That's what it says in English, but we're breaking it down in Hebrew for what it's actually saying. I beheld, I beheld to come to pass, meaning those two they are used together, right? Meaning you be holding in a vision what was come to pass. Remember, because the word that we use, the meaning is beheld in a vision or a dream. So I beheld in a vision or a dream what was to come to pass, right? Until whose thrones were cast down, right? Or to come to pass that throne was cast down, or the thrones were cast down. All right. Now let's keep going. Now remember, we're translating this into a bastard language. So the meanings that our words have, because it's slang most of the time, to translate it from slang and then try to make it make sense in the white man's world, it might be hard to do. In the oppressor's world, might be hard to do for a lot of people to make that transition like that, or whose, or because, and it doesn't say it in English, even though that's what we're saying in Hebrew. And remember, the Hebrew is written right to left, right? And the verb goes before the noun. Just like my car is hot, or I went to the store, right? It would be went I to the store. Or in Hebrew, it would be I went. Like I went would be one word. And then to the store. Or to the store, I went. That's how it would actually be in Hebrew. To the store. To the store is what I did. I went. To the store, I went. All right. I went would be one word. And then to the store would be one word. Laha, store. Laha, store. I went. Like I, meaning I did this. You know what I mean? Or Anya, something. Laha, store. Anya, bawa is come. What was go? Halak. or Yalak, Ayalak, or Alak, or Anya Yalak. All right, Anya Halak. So it might be rough just to translate that in a bastard's tongue to make the connection sometimes when you're new to Hebrew. But the next word is I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. All right. You can write it about. I'll come around and do it too as well. I mean, keep having you come up. I.S.U.P.K. Now, I.S.U.P.K was used as ancient 3 times. Used as ancient 3 times. This is what it actually means, right? And here's why. Here's the difference. You see how it says the KJV translates strong such and such in the following manner. And up here it says KJV translation count, meaning this is counting the ways it was actually used. All right. And this is the actual way it was used, or the word it was used as. So this is going to count the ways it was used. And down here it's telling you this is the way it was actually used. So it's counting how many times it was used each separate way. So it was used as ancient 3 times. And that was the only way it was ever translated or used. This is what it means. It means ancient. It means advanced, aged, old, taken away. Meaning, in this case, ancient or old or aged. Pretty much meaning you got some time on, you got some seasoning. All right. I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K, right? I might be good. I.S.U.P.K Amav. Ancient truth, right? It might be good for a brother's name, I.S.U.P.K Amav, right? Ancient truth, right? So now let's keep going. Let's get back. I.S.U.P.K means ancient. I'll put it up there, Abad. Okay, and we're gonna go back and we're gonna read on to the next one. So I.S.U.P.K meaning ancient. Oh, you got the markers over here? Sign Christ. So you got how to pronounce Salak. Salak is ancient. You know if I spelled that wrong, all right, look a little funny, but I think that's right. Ancient. That's how it was used. It also means aged. And we'll just leave it as ancient, right? Ancient, aged, old, all those different things. But we'll leave it as ancient for right now. That's the easiest. All right, and that's what it was used as. So I.S.U.P.K. Now we're gonna keep going. We're gonna take off these dots over here, though. Go ahead.
I was remembering when you said the verb comes before that, the action comes before the noun. So I keep for example, yellow car.
Right.
The adjective will be yellow and describe the noun.
So in Hebrew, it will be car yellow.
It will be car yellow.
Because the description of the car will come second. All right, it would be car yellow. And it would flow car and then the word yellow. And today, yellow car, because English is backwards. So car yellow, even though we're saying yellow car, we're describing the car, the description. We actually are very orderly people. So what you're saying is, we so in order, and we real organized. So it's car, then it's yellow car. So car, then description. Right. House, then description. This, then description. Right. Person, description. Right? Action, meaning what happened. Don't tell me, did you know I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, such and such, I.S.U.P.K, my nephew, this, that, and that person, then my grandma, and you're like, all right, yeah, come on with it, yeah, because my auntie, some. Yeah, what happened? Oh, we all bought pencils. You be like, no. You know what I mean? You like, listen, save all that. You could have just told me that y'all all bought a pencil.
Right.
Who did you buy the pencil from? Well, so you know what I mean, then you know, now you know a little bit more. But you want to know first what happened. You call somebody, you're like, yo, what happened? You ain't gonna say, hey yo, who's there? You know what I mean? Unless you heard something happened already. Then you like, you'll call and say, well, who the F is there with you? All right, what's happening? You know what I mean? So somebody call you, hey Bob, what's going on? Yedaya, Marah, something, blah, 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 yeah, Captain Tom Ward, blah, Captain Kai, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, the I.S.U.P.K, yeah, what is, you know what I mean? Like, all right, what's going on? What's happening? Oh, we just call and see if you was all right. All right, come on, man. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna want to go through that. So be real organized. So it's card in the description, housed in the description. So verb or the thing that's happening, then most of the time, because remember, we ain't like Esau, you know what I mean? Sometimes we might switch it up, depending on what we're saying and what we're trying to do, right? So, but most of the time, verb, meaning the action, then the person, then describing. So verb in the description, person, then description. You feel me? So if you notice what we got so far is, I'll give you this one right here that we just learned. Kazah. What did kazah mean? You remember? Anybody remember? Kazah means beheld or behold, right? But beheld in a vision, right? Beheld in a vision, right? And then, remember, it's used with this word right here, hawa. Hawa. Beheld in a vision to come to pass. Beheld in a vision that's going to come to pass. Right? So this was the first thing that we found out. What happened? Oh, I beheld in a vision now that's going to happen. That's the first thing we learned, right? Beheld in a vision to come to pass. And then beheld in a vision to come to pass until until, so I did, you know what that is, that's until, right? And the word I. So kazahawa, beheld in a vision, I, until, and then throne, the daya. Beheld in a vision until that, or whose, or because, remember that's what it said, right? Because, and then Kasayawan, right? What was it? Karasa one, right? Karasa one. So beheld until that Karasawan, that thrones, or those thrones, whose, because, right? Beheld in a vision to come to pass until whose thrones, or that thrones, and then cast down, right? So we got that pretty much. All this we translate. Now remember, I said in the beginning that we wasn't gonna know what none of this is. We still ain't get to none of this down here, but all this we understand. Beheld to come to pass until that thrones cast down. And then I.S.U.P.K was ancient.
Right.
So this is why I.S.U.P.K. If you notice, this is the character why at the beginning. Why at the beginning means and. Why at the beginning of a root word. And the ancient. All right. And we know what this is, Yawam. Yawam Yun. And ancient of days. So Yawam Yun. So days, I can guarantee you that's what it means. Because we know that Yawam is day, right? And then the Yun is just making it plural. But it's making it plural in the feminine. I want y'all to understand that yun, remember akwaf yun, meaning women. That yun is feminine. Whenever we deal with the Lord, we are always the feminine. Always the lesser in authority than the man, than the Most High. All right? Just so y'all know. So you'll always see us, whenever we've written with anything with the Most High, it's always like it's speaking to a woman. Right? So that's, remember I was saying that Yah is feminine, right? Yun is feminine. Akwaf, Yun, sisters, plural, right? Akwaf is sister, Yun makes it feminine, plural. So this one is Yawam. Yah, Wam, which is day, right? Yawam is day. Yawam, Yun, days, plural, right? So let me put how to pronounce it first up here. So Yah, Wam, one. Oh, Yun. Wam, Yun. Yawam, Yun. Days, right? Days. It's plural. But it's feminine plural. Yawam, Yun. And remember, go ahead. Hold on, let me get this one point across. If you can just hold it. Remember, in our language, it has to match. Number has to match with the number. The gender has to match with the gender. It has to match in gender and number. What we're speaking about. So, if you're speaking about, 5 women did this and something, it has to match women plural, what you're talking about. And they ran up the hill. I saw sisters fighting. Sister will be plural and the feminine. And they ran. They ran will be they feminine. So they is already plural, right? So I ain't gotta say that. They feminine. And then ran, it will be they ran, right? So the word ran would be in the middle. And it would be they, which would be the connectors connected onto it. But the they that's connected onto it would be feminine. So let me break that down for you so you can understand. We would somewhere in here have the root word, right? This would be the root word. And then whatever your connectors or your I just put so you got your root word right here. Right in this box. This box is the root word, right? Nah, this is gonna throw you off if I did all that. But you got the root word, which is right here, right? And then you got whatever connects onto it, whether it's in the front or the back. But these will all be feminine. Either one of them will be feminine plural. Meaning for more than one girl, more than one woman. So it would, if it's saying they ran, it would be they, but feminine plural, right? And y'all should get that. All right, that's how it would be. So now this right here, you got your root word right here, and then you got yun on it for plural, but it's for women. Go ahead, iBot.
Is the days describing the Most High?
Yes, it's the ancient of days. What was ancient? I.S.U.P.K, right? So it's let me not put this up there. Let me just do it down here, where you can see it. It makes sense. I.S.U.P, right? I.S.U.P, which is ancient. I.S.U.P, Yawam, Yun. Ancient of, which is no of, it is here, but there's no need to say of, right? But ancient of days. So I.S.U.P, ancient, Yawamian days. Of, there's no need to put of there. Ancient of days. Right? So the days is speaking of the Most High. The ancient of days is the description of the Most High, the Ancient of Days. Ancient of Days, or the Ancient Days did sit, right? So there you go. Go ahead.
Why do you use the feminine plural instead of the masculine plural?
Because it's talking to us about the Most High. So it's speaking to the lesser in authority, as if you were talking to sisters. You know what I mean? Daniel is the man, but he's speaking about the Most High concerning the lesser and you know what I mean, which is all of us, which is people, anything in creation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So compared to the Lord, compared to the Ancient of Days, we are the feminine. So it's speaking to us in feminine. This young right here, it ain't for the Most High, this is for us. We're being talked to by the greater, you know what I mean? By the greater in authority. You know, Daniel was telling it is about the Most High. So we still get dealt with in the feminine because we are the lesser in authority. We are not the equal to the Most High.
Right.
Same way a woman is not equal in authority with her husband.
Right.
So any of y'all sisters out there telling your damn husband to be quiet or, you know, getting out of line with your man, y'all better check yourself, because if the Most High check you, that ain't the checking you want.
Right.
All right, so now, let's keep going. Boom. Boom, boom. All right, so now where we at with it? Your Yahwashi, now we at Yathab. Yathab, right there. Boom. Let's see what Yathab means. Yathab, it was used as sit, 4 times dwell once. This is what it means to sit, to dwell, to sit, to be seated, to cause to dwell. Easy, right? Yathab. So Yathab is sit or dwell. All right. And we know in this, so we're going to put them all up there, but we know it was used as sit this time. So Yathab, sit. Right? So we chipping off at it. So Yah, Thab, right? And that's the actual root word. Yathab. You know what I mean? Yathab is the actual root word. So sit. So first let me put how you pronounce it. Yah, Thab. Right? It means sit or dwell. Okay, I'll put a B right there. It's locked here. Dwell. In the Ancient of Days, did sit. Yathab. So I.S.U.P.K, Yahwashi, Yathab. I.S.U.P.K, Yahwashi, Yathab. And the Ancient of Days did sit. Right? We got that already. So I.S.U.P.K, Yahwashi, Yathab. I.S.U.P.K, Yahwashi, Yathab. And the Ancient of Days did sit. I beheld in a vision to come to pass until whose thrones or that thrones were cast down, till that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. All right. So, boom, boom. Let's get the next word. Labah, Washah. Labah, Washah. All right. And it comes from the root word labawash. Labawash. All right. So labawash, it was used as garment twice. So garment or clothing, right? Labawash. The water, Ibad Hayah. is used as garment or clothing. No, labawash. Yep, labawash. So he bowed to the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow. All right? Thrones and the Ancient of Days did sit. Labawash garment. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, that's what it means. It means garment or clothing. Labawash. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Garment, clothing. So now let's go back. And we getting it. Like we really chipping off at this. We pretty much almost done. You know what I mean? We halfway through it. I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment, right? Labawash or Labawashah, whose garment, and this is whose garment, and this next word is kathalag. Kathalag comes from the root word thalag. Thalag, right? Ka meaning as or like, whose garment, so corresponding to shilag, this is thalag, right? It was used as snow once, and that's the meaning, snow. Shilag, and it was used as snow one time. Let's see what shilag. Oh wait, let's just go into the lexicon. Thalag, snow. In Hebrew is shilag, snow. Still the same thing. Shilag, thalag, snow. All right. So and this one, and remember, ka in the beginning means as or like. So like snow, right? So like snow or as snow, right? As snow or like snow, right? Whose garment as snow, whose garment like snow. And now Abad, remember what you asked before about the snow? I mean about the names and the words. Now it's going to give us a description of the snow. Kawar. Snow is kawar. It's white. So action, description. Person, place, or a thing, description. Right? Now imagine this, that yellow car, hot. So car, yellow, then describes the you know what I mean? It further describes the car. I forget what that's called, right? And I know adjective and adverb and pronoun and all those things. I forget which one is which. But it's describing the noun. So that car, that yellow car is nice. So car yellow, then nice. This one is snow, then white. All right. Kawar means white. Kawar. Yep. Haraka. Kawar. Kawar. So as snow, white. As white as snow. All right. So as snow, white. So therefore, you know, Salaki, let me check and see if we got any questions real quick. All right, shalom, sis, checking in from Baltimore. We see you out there. What's going on? All right. So now, kawar means white. So what was the first word for snow?
Kathalah. Kathalah.
Oh right. Thalag. Thalag is snow. Ka meaning as. Right, but that was definitely the word. The what I by kathalag, meaning as snow white. I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment as snow white, or whose garment as white as snow. You see that? Remember what I was telling you in if you can see up there. Remember what I was telling you in to break down to translate God's language into a heathen's language, which is English, right? Is a lot of bouncing around. This is snow, this is white. So whose garment as snow white, describing the garment color. This is the color of the garment. As snow white. Just like snow, it was a white garment. Now, put that in the heathen's language. Whose garment as white as snow. There's a lot of bouncing around. You got to as white as snow. Instead of whose garment as snow white. Just like snow is white. Go ahead, Ibot.
It seems like our language is straightforward, right to the point.
Yeah, our language is very straightforward, right to the point. And then the English, you gotta do a little, you know what I mean? I know who is talking about, and I know what is talking about. Whose garment as snow. The garment is like snow. And then he further describes that as white. I beheld in a vision. That's one word. I beheld in a vision. That's one word. To come to pass. And those two go together. Chazah Hawayav. I beheld in a vision to come to pass. I, until Daya, that Karasawan, that thrones, Ramayawa, were cast down. Why I.S.U.P.K, and the ancient Yawamyan of days, Yathar, did sit. Labawashah, whose garment Kathalag, as snow, kawar white. Now let's keep going. Washa'ir. All right. Washa'ir. Washa'ir. Now let's see. This comes from the root word sha'ir. That's what this word is. It's sha'ir. The wa is and, means and. Right? Wa means and. No, sha'ir. Sha'ir. It's connected. Sha'ir. Right? The wa is not in it, but we'll keep it up there. Right? Wa means and. You can put under wa next to wa and. That's actually not the root word. The root word is sha'ir. It's like you got hair, ha'at. Now take a look at this. Hair. Hair. Ha'ir. Ha'ir. From the root word sha'ir.
Right.
Yeah, sha'ir. In English, ha'ir. Today we say hair.
Right.
Hair. Ha'ir. Yeah, your ha'ir is on fire. Your ha'ir. Your sha'ir. Sha'ir. I ain't got ha'ir. All right. Or hair. And it's hair of the head. Just so you know. This is it. This is when it says his head and his hairs, meaning his hair on his head and his facial hairs. Salaki. Now, let's keep going. You know, whenever you got it, I'll put the next one up on the board. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Sha'ir. Ra'asha. Right? Ra'asha. And this is Ra'ash. Uh-oh, fire. I don't know if y'all know that. That's what Ra'ash is. Ra'ash is head. Salaki. Ash is fire. Ash is the character Ah and Shah. That's fire. I forgot Ra'ash means head, meaning just like Bara'ash Yah. Remember, there goes Yah in the beginning. The Lord created the heavens and the power created the heavens and the earth. Salaki. Ra'ash Yah, right? Bara'ash Yah, yeah. Bara'ash Yah. I was about to say Bara'ash Wan. Ra'ash Wan is like the chief or the head or the first. All right. But it comes from the root word Ra'ash, which is head. So it's used as head 12 times, some, and chief. It means the head, the chief, the head of man. All right. A woman has a Ra'ash. She has a head. Head as seat of visions, right? Chief, some, meaning essential content. So chief, so put head and then put chief. We know that's what Ra'ash means. It means head. Which the character Ra comes from, is the outline of a person's head and their neck and their head looking straight.
Right.
Right? So Ra'ash, so Ra'asha, right? Ra'asha, Ra'ah, and then you can add a ha at the end because it is of course it got the ha on it, right? Ra'asha, right? Ra'asha, the head, right? Head, right? Ra'asha, boom, boom, boom. So Sha'ira, Ra'asha. So head. Now we got Ka'imar. Ka'imar comes from the root word Imar, which is used as wool one time. Imar, wool. Nappy head, Sha'ir, meaning head or hairs, and then wool to describe it. Sha'ir, Imar. Sha'ir, Imar. Nappy hair or woolly hair. All right? Imar. I'm going to put this next one up on the board. Imar means wool. Salaki. I'm going to put it up there. I bought Salaki. Boom, 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 boom. I just want to put this down so y'all can see it. Wool, and that's the root word Imar. Right? So Ra'asha, meaning head. So the hairs on the head, woolly. So you see how it said, first let me put this up there, Imar. Then this one's starting to fade on us. Imar. Right? Salaki. Imar. That's how you pronounce it. It means, what the hell did Imar mean? I just forgot that fast. Wool. Boom. Wool is Imar. Let me check some of these other ones. See if any of these working. This one's starting to fade.
About this, sir, it still looks small on the screen.
Oh, there we go. I got this one right here. This one act like he wanted to do something. Slide it down there. About this one. It's fading out. It's still good though. Keep it over there. You said it still look good on the screen? This one pretty good too. Alright. Ain't nothing like that one over there though. This one is alright. About this. This one is I would take this next. And this one is a dome. These is all pretty good. but this one is a little bit the best. So Imar, he said it still look good on the screen. Let's see if I can get this one to outdo it. Bang. All right, and we'll just rock between these two. Imar, and it means wool. Wool, right? So if you notice in the scripture, it said hair on the head, wool. Meaning your hairs on your head, your head hair is woolly, right? So hair is what we're talking about, hair on the head, because you're gonna put head and then hair, because you know you're describing the hair itself. So you're talking about hair where on your head, and then you describe it as woolly. So Washa'ir and the hair, Ra'asha on his head, Ka'imar as wool, as pure wool, as wool. We ain't gonna say pure yet, as wool, right? And now the next one is Napa, right? I mean Nakwa, Nakwa, right? Nakwa. Nakwa. Nakwa comes from the root word nakwa, pure, clean, pure, right? Pure, nakwa. So hairs on his head, woolly, pure, meaning the hair on his head is like the pure wool. It's like wool, but describing the wool now, pure. Everything has like a subcategory to it. Because imagine somebody that was extremely organized, right? So now we have the word nakwa. Put this up here. See if it's gonna rock with us. Na, kwa, nakwa, right? Meaning, this is how you pronounce it. Na. Damn, I put the goddamn ancient Hebrew. There we go. Nakwa, and it means pure. Right? Now imagine somebody that is extremely neat or organized. He would put hair. What we talking about? Hair. Right? This is how they tell you to take notes. All right, hair. What about the hair? It's the hair on somebody's head. Right? All right, now what about the hair on somebody's head? It's woolly. What type of wool is it? It's pure wool. And then you get how we speak. So the hair on someone's head is woolly and pure. So it's pure wool. All right, that's how we talk. That's how we talk. Right? So they tell you just now, usually they want you to put the little dots all the way over here and boom, boom, boom. I should have did that to make it more whiter, like how white people tell us to do it. But now you get it. So hair on a person's head, that it's woolly, describing the hair on a person's head is woolly, but then to even describe the wool further, it's pure wool. Now that's nappy, God damn it. I said all that to say God has nappy hair. Now let's keep going. We talking about the Ancient of Days, the man that was before days. All right. So it'll be good to just to do this right here. Sha'ir, right? Sha'ir, right? Ra'ash, right? What was this? What was wool?
Kaukan.
We just did it. It was the last word that we did.
Kaukan. It was Imar.
Imar, and then Nakwa. Right? Oh, yeah, Nakwa. So, bang, so yeah, the Sha'ir, right? It was Ra'asha, but Ra'aj, Aymar, Nakwa. Hair, head, pure. Wool, pure. So now let's keep going. Go ahead.
If you only had the English translation of the Nakwa, how would you know it would be that way and not in a Kwa and then the Ha at the end?
Okay.
If you know
Now,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I see what you're saying. Now what I is saying is why I write like this. Now I put that on there just because it's how most people will write it. But remember, I was telling you I write like this. See, you just justified why I do this. Remember, I was telling you I said this is how I write because I don't want to confuse nobody because we learning it as babies. But I actually put the high up there. This, you know what I mean? Just to add it in the qua, right? Because we don't actually have to. In the kingdom, we won't have to do this. Most people probably will. You know what I mean? Well, okay, in the kingdom in the future, for real, we probably won't. Because we won't need English. We'll just be using this. But if we was all seasoned in it, we probably will only do this to show that it's that way. But I do this just because it is that way. Like not qua. You know what I mean? Or you know, some people might take the H off and just keep the I. You can write it like that too, 2 A's. You know what I mean? You don't need the AH. I just put the AH on there just to keep it simple. You know what I mean? And make it very understandable for you know people that's new to the class. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. So yeah, let's keep going. Bang. Boom, 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 boom. So, all right, let's keep going. So where we at now, bang? Nakwa. So we did, I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, Salakia, whose garment as snow white, and hair of his head as wool pure. Now let's get to this. Karasaya is the same one, but this time at same root word, karasa, but this one has YAH at the end. Karasa. All right, and I forget what the word was. We ain't gonna put it back up there. It's throne. Remember, Ancient of Days and throne. So this one is back again talking about the throne, right? So I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment as snow white, and hair of his head as wool pure, whose throne, right? Who, remember it says whose throne, or his throne, right? Or the throne. And then now we got Shabayabyan. Shabayabyan comes from the root word Shabayab. Now let's see what it means. Because the last one, that last Karasaya, that was throne. That was whose throne. All right. But there's no need to put it back up there because we got a little bit of time. Shabayab. And we didn't get to Yahawashi. We're going to have to do a part 2. So this one is Shabayab, and it means flame. It was used as flame twice, and it means flame. Whose throne, right? Shabayab or Shabayabyan, whose throne as a flame, right? Whose throne as flame or as flames right? Damn, I keep doing that. Salak here. Let me go back. Boom. So let me put this up there. Shabbayah, meaning flame. Right? Shah, Ba, Ya, Shabbayah. Salaki for jamming that up like that. Shabbayah, that's how you pronounce it. Shabbayah means flame. Starting to go out on me. Boom. I give it a break. All right, here we go. Shabbayah, flame. All right, everybody should have it. I mean, man, everybody should be writing it down. All right. Whose throne Shabbayabian as flames, right? And then we got Daya, which is that. We already did this, that because whose, right? Whom, that, whose, for, but, seeing, as, when. You know, it means who, which, that of, which belongs to, that because. All right. And this word is nawar. Nawar. Boom, boom, boom. Fiery. Flame, fiery. Flame, fire. Nawar, right? Nawar. You write this up on the board for me. Abad, Nawar. So it's used as fiery 10 times. It's used as fire 7 times. Nawar. As flame, fiery. So this fiery is describing the flame. If y'all don't know, the fiery is describing the flame. Fire or fiery is describing this flame. It's talking about the flame. Who's let's go back to the scripture. Whose throne, right? Remember that? So whose throne fiery, whose throne flame that's fiery. Throne right here, flame that's fiery, right? Or for flame, or who's fiery, right? Flame who's fiery, right? Throne, flame that's fiery, right? Whose throne is a flame that's fiery. You can say that as well. All right. And now Gagal Gala Haya. Gal Gala. Right? Gal Gala. Gal Gala Hawa Haya. Gal Gala Haya. Right? Now let's click on this word. Comes from the word Galgala, right? And it got Galgala wa and then Haya on it. All right. So it comes from Galgala or Gal, right? That's how they say it. Will. Right. No, this is Galgala. Remember, we do it in Psalms 83, like I was telling you. Kagalgala as a will. Make them as stubble. Make them as a will, as the stubble before the earth, right? As a will, Kagalgala, right? Make them as a will, as the stubble before the earth. So will, Galgala. Right? They got Gal up here. It's Galgala. So God is not Kagala. This one is just Galgala. It is actually Galgala here. Galgala here. Right? Galgala here. All right.
So yeah.
Galgala Haya. Right? And it comes from the root word Galgala. Gala. Right. Oh, well, you connected that. That's the wild. Galgala Haya.
Haya is a separate word, right?
No, that's part of this word. Galgala Haya. Hey, listen, it's our language, man. I heard a damn African say eat, and that was a damn word. So y'all better embrace Galgala. She literally said, la 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 la, eat. I said, God damn. Oh man, I couldn't laugh, but I wanted to. Because I was doing the slavery. It sounded like she said, la 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 la, eat. I know for sure she's like, eat. I said, damn, did she just do? I'm like, is that a word in African?
There's Haya. Is there a ha then?
Yes, Khan. Wait, no. It is no, that's it right there. Galgala. All right. That's it, Galgala. And it means will. Right? And it's saying his wills, because Salaki. Galgalawaya. Wahaya. Galgalawahaya. Galgalawahaya. It's a long word. Salaki is not law, because the Y is saying his. So it's Galgala Wahaya. Galgala Wahaya. It's a long word, that's all. Galgala Wahaya. And then it goes back into the war, right? Which is fiery, right? It goes back into the word in the war, which is fiery. And then we're going. Galgala Wahaya. All right, so now let's keep going. Right? So I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment as snow white, and hair of his head as wool pure, whose throne as a flame that's fiery, his wheels fire or fiery or fire or fiery, and then the last one, the lock. You see how we just literally went straight through all that, and we got 3 minutes left, and we on the last word. Burning. Oh wait, so that word, it was used as fire this time to say burning fire. Fire burning. As a fire, you're describing the fire is burning. Just like we don't say, hey, burning, burning, burning. We say fire, fire, fire. As a fire burning, as a fire that's burning. This one is the last word, the lock. The lock. Nope, qua, the lock. The lock. My bad, listen, it ain't your fault, that's my fault. I should have pronounced it better. Shame on me. I should have pronounced our language much better. The lock. Burning. See, a lot of y'all out there dealing with these whores and these nasty trifling brothers, and you're burning. The lock car. That's probably hard to say. I say a thought the lock. You burning. Super gonorrhea. You are super delop. You are super burner. All right, delop. Now, it means burning. Burning, fire that is burning. As a fire burning. Now let's go straight through. We're going to put this on the big screen. All right, so let's get over here to it. Let's take these off. Now we're going to read this straight through, and then we're going to go to the English. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. Chazah Hawayah. So like I'm gonna do it straight through, right? I'm gonna just go to each word and read it straight through. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld in a vision to come to pass, in a vision. Can you stop that for me? Salaki, Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment as snow white, and hair of his head as wool pure, whose throne as fire. So like whose throne as a flame that's fiery, and wheels a fire burning, and wheels a fire burning. Let's go through it again. I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment as snow white, and hair of his head wool pure, and thrown as a flame that's fiery, and wheels fire burning, and wheels of fire burning. Now let's read the English. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Here you go. That's it. I beheld in a vision to come to pass, right? I beheld in a vision to come to pass until that thrones were cast down. It's like we're cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment as snow white, and hair of his head wool pure, and throne a flame that's fiery, and wheels fire burning, and wheels a fire burning, and wheels as a fire burning.
The war is fire.
Yep. It's fire and fiery. So you mean to tell me that like, listen, that was it. It was the same thing we read up here. Come on, man. We went through this whole thing, broke down every word. It's right here, and took away the Yiddish. And took away the Yiddish. And you mean to tell me, wait a minute, let me ask you this. Why is this even here? How's this here to take these away? Huh? If it's meant to be like that, why is it here? I think we know why it's here. The same reason they break down every single word. Because somebody knows that what the oppressor has done to this language is not how it is supposed to be. With that being said, this is the I.S.U.P.K. Lashawan Qadash, the Lashawan Qadash class. All right, Baryath Kathah, the Hebrew class. All right. Anyakwataza Yun Marama Warka Kaya Yawam Salakia Anyakwataza Anyakwataza Yun Marama Warka Kaya Yawam. I am priest officer Mariah, teacher for the day. Man, it was wow. It was good to do this class. All right. La Aisha Kafaza to do this class. And man, y'all enjoy y'all Sabbath, man. Don't let nobody oppress you on this Sabbath. Right. You understand? The water for everybody tuning in. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Ibad Hayat La Kahan Wakwatazayan Ibad Hayat. Priest and officer Ibad Hayat. Most High in Christ. Here we go.
Decription officer Marah, 5,000. Strong Prophet, teaching the Prophet Lashawan class.
Satan always hate. That rhyme, don't it? Stay hate. Go ahead.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Star 1 West, 125th Street, New York. Under Commander Gen.YAHANNA, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be excluded only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. TITHES, which is a commandment found in the book of Numbers, 18 verse 21, the book of Malachi, 3 verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashor means 10 in Hebrew, 10% of every penny, any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever under the law. According to holy convocation, is the memorial blowing of the trumpets found on the first day of the 7th month, Sunday, September 25th, 2022. Found in the book of Leviticus 23, verses 24 to 25. Remind we're not walking, just like the Wilson board in the hallway. If anybody wants to be true in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, headband, scarf. That Elijah was read to say.
We can do the prayer to bless Israel. I got it. Unless you got it too as well. If you got it, it's good.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I can do it. All right, we're going to do the prayer to bless Israel. Sorry, we'll pull out with dump. All right, which means turn the face to east. You good?
Yeah.
Come. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Barak Lanawa. Wayah Sha'ala. Wahabayah. Sapari. Barak. Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Wada Aman. Yahweh in the name of Yahawashi. Bless us. And Israel. Salaki. Yahweh in the name of Yahawashi. Bless us. And Israel. Bless, heal, shield, protect. Israel. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you. So be it. We're going to stick with that one right there.
Sorry, please return. Establish the sisters, please be seated. A brief announcement for Philly Camp. We're still accepting donations to get the van, Philly brand running for camp. So if you have any donations to get the Philly van up and running, send it to Captain Ahmad Yashar or Officer Danielle. And that's the end of the announcement. When Israel, we're going to give one quick courtesy salute. When Israel, Mom Shabbat. Imagine. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahawashi Barakathon.
Got your top, you send it down. Sorry. Turn great sisters. Sisters imagine. Sisters Yahawashi Shabbat is your head, bottom covered, your feet connected at a 45-degree angle, and your right hand clasped over your left. And when we say Barak, you will salute. You will salute. Remember Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute. Remember Israel, Imam Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh
Barakathon by Shem Yahawashi.
Yahawashi on the top. You say it down, clap the